Before I start, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more real-life stories, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you would have done in my place. I never thought a Friday night could unravel everything I believed about my marriage. It started with a simple text from my wife. "You're working late, right? Don't worry about the office party." At first, I didn't think much of it. She sounded cheerful, almost too cheerful. But there was something in her tone that made me pause. Something I couldn't quite place. The party was at a downtown rooftop, lights shimmering against the city skyline. Laughter spilling out from every corner. I was there, waiting for her to arrive, nursing a drink and trying to shake off a creeping unease. She had called earlier, insisting she was just grabbing a few friends and that I should enjoy the evening myself. I believed her, at least until I noticed the first small crack, her phone buzzing repeatedly in her purse, which she kept strangely close, as if guarding it from me. I tried to ignore it, telling myself I was being paranoid. Maybe it was work. Maybe she just liked her space at parties. But my gut tightened every time I saw her slip away for a quick call, every time her laugh lingered in a tone that felt private. The first real hint came when she danced near the edge of the balcony, leaning close to someone I didn't know. A tall man with dark hair, his hand brushing hers, their eyes locked in a way that made my stomach twist. I convinced myself I was imagining it, that my insecurities were running wild. But the unease grew. Later that night, she came back to our table, brushing her hair behind her ear, smiling like nothing had happened. I wanted to ask, wanted to confront, but I swallowed the words. Something in me still clung to the version of her I knew, the woman who had promised forever. 2 days passed. My mind wouldn't stop replaying that fleeting moment, the hand brushing, the smile that wasn't meant for me. Then came the first real betrayal, a notification on her phone I shouldn't have seen, a message from her boss. Just one line, innocent to an outsider, but loaded for me. "Can't wait to see you tonight. Hope it's just us." My hands shook. I wanted to believe it was a joke. Work gossip, maybe, but a knot had formed in my chest, one I couldn't unknot. I started noticing patterns. Late nights at the office, sudden laughter during calls she tried to hide from me, her perfume lingering on pillows that weren't mine. I questioned myself constantly. Was I being paranoid? Was I imagining everything because I wanted control over our marriage? But then the evidence stacked up, subtle but undeniable. Screens turned away when I walked by. Calls ended abruptly. She'd freeze when I entered a room, her expression flickering just long enough for guilt to shine through. The breaking point came when I found her phone, left unattended on the kitchen counter. I knew I shouldn't. Privacy is sacred. But I needed answers, needed to understand what had been happening. My hands hovered over the screen, heart hammering. Then I saw it. A series of texts, messages full of teasing, innuendo, and plans that didn't include me. I had no idea he'd notice, one read. Another. "Tonight was amazing. Can't wait for more." My chest tightened. Everything I'd loved, every shared smile and whispered promise, suddenly felt like a lie. I confronted her that evening. She didn't deny it. She admitted to flirting, to pushing boundaries, to chasing a thrill she claimed was missing from us. I heard her words, but they were just sounds to me, sound that cut through my heart. "I never meant to hurt you," she whispered, tears in her eyes. I wanted to scream, to pull her close, to shake her and demand a reason, but all I felt was numbness. How do you respond when the person you trusted most betrays you for something fleeting? I remember the quiet mornings we spent together, her head resting on my shoulder, the comfort we shared in small, mundane rituals. And I remembered the party, the hand brushing, the private smiles, the messages I had found. Those memories collided in my mind, a cruel reminder that love doesn't always protect you from betrayal. We sat in silence for hours. Her remorse was real, but it couldn't erase what had been done. I realized love alone couldn't mend the fractures in trust. Sometimes you can't come back from what feels like a deliberate choice against you. The next morning, I packed a bag. I didn't yell. I didn't beg. I walked out with quiet resolve, leaving behind the home we had built together and the life we had planned. Every step hurt, but with each one, a small piece of me returned, the peace that refused to be diminished by betrayal. It's been months since that night. I still remember her laugh, the scent of her perfume, the warmth of shared mornings. But I also remember the texts, the hand brushing against another, the private smiles that weren't mine. And in remembering, I find clarity. Pain doesn't vanish, but it sharpens you, teaches you to trust yourself first. I still hope she learns from her choices. I still hope she finds her way. But I've learned mine: self-respect, quiet strength, and the courage to leave what no longer serves me. Sometimes love isn't about holding on. It's about knowing when to walk away. And walking away doesn't mean I failed. It means I survived.